And there we are again. This time with a bit of a different format. The bonus battles.
Oh,
For now, we're just gonna
oh,
inspect some craft. Sent all of them sent by Kiwi. But yeah, Saturday is gonna be the first battle stream. We have enough vehicles to have like a few battles at least, so those will be fun. But yeah, without much further ado, let's just get right into the first inspection. I do see the cost as being kind of high. Wonder why that's the case. Right, yeah, that's pretty expensive. Might wanna adjust that just a little bit. Missile firepower is fine though, as is the volume. What do we have here? I mean, those are completely fine, since for bonus battles, different rule set and everything, upthrust isn't banned anymore. What do we have here? We have a sonar target simulator. Neat. Can the AI hold itself up? Yeah, it can support all the detection equipment. Nice. 3 AIs too. And I see they're German. Some very well-spaced ammo, armored with stone. So still saving weight, I guess. And then I guess those gonna be Azipods? Or one Azipod rather? Yeah, it is. Pretty helpful for turning around and stuff. Now, the main weapon. Looks to be these crams right here. Just look at their stats. About 20-second reload time, that's not too bad. 1700 packing. AP frag from the looks of it. I mean, it's decent. Should do somewhat fine. No super firing, which makes me sad. I like super firing. Where is it? And we've got Rudder Square. Huh. Bit of a risky choice with how they are working today, but we'll try it out anyways. And of course, Walter. Yeah, I think there were no Reaper bots or anything like that at least. So I think that's fine entirely. Okay, I can just take one of the turrets off, you say? Veggie? I'll just do exactly that then. I'll take one on the stern. Be gone. Yeah. How about 2? That works. Should I plug the holes as well? Right, I'll do exactly that then. What do we have here? Heavy armor poles. I don't think I'll need to do these. And that looks like it's just reinforced decking. For those on YouTube wondering how I see or communicate with Reggie, Discord chat, basically. You aren't missing out anyone talking right now. Right, that gives you about 3k materials left to play around with. But yeah, for now I'll leave it at that. And I will check for a second time because I'm not sure if I missed something in the internal area. I mean, there's hydrofoils, obviously. Bit of a lamps, I think, is what this is about. Yeah, it's gonna be a lamps because there's no laser firepower being shown. Ammo is very well spread out. And turning is mostly handled by props, so they can't be really shot off or anything like that. One last thing I do want to know, however, that is how fast does it go? And why does it keep the main drive at 0? Well, I don't know. In that case, we'll just spawn a Marauder and see. It does not seem to have any firing restrictions, looking at what it just did. But yeah, speed seems not to be too inflicted by the large rudders, surprisingly enough. And here it approaches. I don't care about it, about my character healing it right now, so might as well let it continue doing that. Where's the detection equipment? Is it just hidden around the ship? Yeah, there's a visual camera in here. And just, I think there was some... Yeah, there's a bit of sonar down here. Does it get smoke? I don't think it had smoke, right? Yeah, there's a lot of active sonar around here. True, yeah, the game sometimes does change very rapidly, one might say. How well is it doing against the poor Marauder? It's putting some holes into it. And here it comes, drifting along. Ramming with those side spikes. I mean, that's an interesting strategy to kill somebody. Well, if it were intentional, that would be an interesting strategy. But apparently it isn't. Still a very interesting method of killing something. So if it's not intentional, do you want to leave it like this, or do you want to change it until tomorrow when we do the actual battle stream? Since now it is fine with cost entirely. I'll save it, by the way. Yeah, you can still resubmit until tomorrow. I'll just give a quick look over it and show off what it can and can't do before the battles in the next stream then. That should be entirely fine. Right, moving on to the battle site V2. Oh, I remember that thing. It's using those daddy poles and the very funny armor back here. Yeah, that's it. The daddy pole spammer. Filthy, filthy, filthy. Well, it's fast, but it kind of struggles with stability nowadays. So, balancing factor, here it goes. Oh, rudders? Oh yeah. Hooray for funny rudders. For they balance this thing out by nerfing its stability down into oblivion. So, what do we have? We have Crams, again. Bit bigger than the last ones this time, though. Quite a bit bigger, at the same reload. They are APHE, I think? Yeah, APHE this time. Lots of HE, compared to the just 21 frag pellets last time. And I can count 5 Crams so far, but we kind of have a problem. It's expensive. And it's nearly at the volume limit, which I have not yet seen so far. Right, what else do we have here? This looks like it's gonna be detection, right? Yeah, it is. I'll check on the internals too. Just for good measure. Yeah, it is crammed. There's a little bit of ammo storage down here, just being chilling. Then there's these massively oversized steam engines that are like not even able to run at full power, it looks like. I don't know. AI. Not enough processing power, but it's such a minimal difference, it doesn't really matter, I would say. And then there's another big sonar target simulator. More ammo. Being stored right below the turret. Not sure about that. But it's gonna be fine. What could possibly go wrong? So, how do we get the cost down by 15,000 materials? Any suggestions for that? Just cut off a turret once again? Okay, you weren't listening. I was just asking for what you'd say we should do to get its costs down by 15,000 so it fits within the cost limitations again. So right, so we just uncram the cram. Goodbye cram cannon. Does this work? Barely. Gonna just remove some extra armor here and just replace it with wood or something. It nearly works. Also, what the hell are you doing? Were you doing with these things? I do not understand. Yeah, I'm just gonna... What's this painted with? Paint 28. Where's that? There we go, and just... I mean, since this is nice and equal, I'll just do the same, pretty much. Right, I'll need to cut a little bit more. I think I'll do so with a few of these hydrofoils, pretty much just. There we go. It is now legal. Shall I save it like this? Or should I just look at it first going against some Marauder or something? I think I'll watch it explode some Marauders first. Do the crams hit? The Marauder doesn't. But these crams are going somewhere else, pretty much. Just like crams always do. Like, the 20 seconds should be about over. Yeah, there they go. Kind of bullying the Marauder's engine. Oh, that's a bad hit. For the Marauder, that is. Is the AI still there? It is. Barely. I actually don't know how I got there, by the way. Yeah, the HE damage is pretty impressive, to be honest. Just looking at it. That one bounced. Here's the thing though, it didn't want to turn for a moment there, I don't know why. But I'll make it turn, I guess. I'm sure this will work fine in the tournament. We'll test it with the rules set in action in just a moment. Oh, can it hit the Marauder? It cannot. Nope. No, it can't. Where's the breadboard at then? I'm not gonna tell it to do anything. Oh, it killed the Marauder. It did kill the Marauder and drove through the wreckage after it despawned. Well, that should be it for this one though. I'll save it since cost is now fine again. And without much further ado, let's just move on to the Flatfish. We do know the Frogodar, so I don't think I need to inspect this one, at least. And all those other vehicles we know as well. I mean, I might as well look at the Z5 once more, but... yeah. So... the Flatfish. What the heck from the depth physics? Let me be on board. Thank you. No, Jake, actually the propulsion and everything is completely free again, so up and down is completely allowed. The rules for the bonus battles are a lot more open. Right. Since you say it doesn't use any up drops, I still love this decoy, by the way. We'll just look, and no, it indeed doesn't. More of those Steady Blade poles. You really loved them when they were a thing. And yeah, it doesn't look like it has all the massive rudder squares, so stability for how fast it is going is actually pretty damn decent. But yeah, let's look at internals a bit more thoroughly. We have ammo storage, quite a bit. Funny material containers, batteries, more ammo storage. AI, and there's the breadboard. I'm sure this will be fine. Okay, we've got multiple shells here. This looks like a lot of HE, this looks like a lot of frag, and this looks like flak. I know why. I know the gun still. I know why. We'll get to see them in just a moment. No worries. Another AI. It is doing fine in terms of detection power. Fuel's not gonna run out anytime soon. And yeah, burst, Tetris, very burst, more ammo. No repair bots, no nothing. Nothing really illegal. Not sure if some people will ban the Daddy Blade poles or something. We'll see, I guess. Right, let's just see how it bullies one Marauder. It's Marauding time. We'll see if it can hit a Marauder, no worries. I'm sure it can't miss a Marauder. I don't know if it's not steering or anything. We'll see in a moment, I guess. Oh yeah, it did hit a Marauder, by the way. It killed the AI too. I'm not sure what you're on about. And yeah, it is steering. No, that's not a problem. It just had a decent angle. We can see if it steers by spawning another Marauder over there. And yeah, it is steering just very, very slowly. Not sure how good that is with limited range things like the tournament. You don't have much of a choice in terms of range. Oh, what's in here? It's just, yeah, it's just cameras. Alright, I should probably... There you go, AVS shells. And is this AI dead? Yeah, it is. Reliably kills the AI on the Marauder, I guess. But yeah, health costs and volume, completely acceptable. So I think we can just let this one pass as well. I'll just save the vehicle, just to be sure. And with that, move on to custom battles, where we will now load the rule set of Newbie Rumble 12, increase the range by another kilometer, by another 100 meters, and leave most of the other things as they are, pretty much. And now we'll just test all these vehicles against everybody's favorite vehicle from Newbie Rumble 12, the laser tanks. This should be fun. Laser tanks, as everybody knows just from looking at them, fast, redundant, they have harpoons, and they be lasering. Here goes one cram shell. It did hit, but not kill. And you see the consequences of lacking a smoke dispenser. There's not a single one on these ships, on any of them, I think. Yeah, so I think this is a pretty unfair fight in favor of the laser tanks, unless they somehow lose all their turrets again. But this is just a question of who loses all turrets first now, basically. Oh, the laser tanks are not giving up, they are pulling themselves in with their harpoons again. And yeah, the cramps don't look like they're actually killing much, outside of a few armor blocks right now. Yeah, there goes the back cram. This isn't going very well for the Bidar side at all. So maybe give it a bit of a different battle compared to what this is. Battle where it has more of a chance to win. We do have a lot of time after all. Honestly, I'm surprised the laser tanks didn't already kill it. They're taking the sweet time right now. Just bad positioning, I think. Wait, really? Well, I guess I'm not the only one jinxing your crafts then. Oh, they've stopped firing. Well, look at that! Look at that, it AI did it again. I guess history truly repeats itself. Damn, I'm gonna have to record Discord chat. Well, actually, I also kind of need to clear both teams for a moment and save this file as bonus battles. Rules are, yeah, they're fine. Right, so should we give the Bilo side a bit more of a fair fight? Something easy to kill or something like that? Like, I don't know. This at 5. That should be an easy kill for your cramps. It just doesn't have the armor to hold up against anything after all. I guess we'll see. Yeah, that cram hits and... yeah, it took out most of the torpedo launcher. This is just a question of who kills first. Will the heat spam and torpedoes win? Because I don't trust the heat spam to actually win. Your decoy didn't really distract many torpedoes, I feel like. And yeah, the Z5 kind of probably lost the turret already. Yeah, it lost one on the bow. Where was it? Probably here, the entry. What? Oh. Well, this is unusual. Because I actually don't see any breach in the actual outer armor layer that would have made death to this turret, but alright, I guess. Just from the depth moments. Gotta keep on spamming them torps and AP. Yeah, there goes another turret. They do that. They like to do that. But I am sure the last torpedo launcher will hold and win. It can pull this off. There you go. Where is it gonna... a lot of the torps are hitting below it. And now that most of the explosive parts are, well, exploded, and only one of the props is still working, it kinda only has the torpedoes to use anyways, so it can't lose much more health. Oh, except the torpedoes all get lasered. That's unfortunate. Torpedoes are facing a skill issue. Oh, what's that? Is it AI stuff? No, it isn't. Oh, the heat gun goes to saturate the lamps again. just distracted too much for it to intercept torps. Which 4 of them are still fully intact somehow. They usually die too quickly to do anything. But when they don't, they do a lot of damage. Surprisingly so. They're getting very close to some internal parts here. At least in some spots. Well, with the Z constantly angling away, all you got to shoot is like 100 meters of nothing before you reach anything important. Ah, come on. Do not lance the torpedoes, that's unfair. Unfair. Oh, is it going to? Nope, it is not going to ram. It took off one of the detection turrets though. And I guess this turret took a face hit to the cap. Unfortunate. What do we have in here? Well, there's nothing. Ammo, and I think there's the AI in here. Yeah, it is. Two out of 4 torps are making a run for it. See if they have any luck. And yeah, one lands. One has a skill issue because it probably took too much damage from the lamps. Not a very close call, it didn't ram though. This one prop just keeps pushing the Z5 away too quickly. Yeah, the torps apparently take too much damage. Oh, it's getting... Yeah, it got the props. There you go, now you can probably ram it. I'm sure you got this. Or not. Well, that's unfortunate. Torpedoes, go! Or not go. I do not feel like it's going to run too far and just DQ, so that's good at least. Nope, the torps aren't gonna do anything funny anymore. Oh, this looks like a good run. Maybe it'll tap the hull with its stern. Yeah, it will. Contact. Contact that basically cost you one of your props and cost me like a good part of my side armor. There goes the last torpedo launcher. And with that, the last functional weapon on board the Z5. So yeah, Bailusate gets to take this one. Alright, so moving on. I think I'll just use the Z5 as test ship for all of them now. See what the Bailusate V2 is going to look like against the Z5. I feel like we've had this fight already though. I might have been in the same newbie rumble already with a different ship. Well, somewhat different ship. Probably the Z4 or something instead of the Z5. Yeah, this fight feels very familiar. Or I just test it against the Bailusate V2. That might also be the case. Launching them torpedoes. I do not think they'll hit, but whatever. That's one bow turret gone. One bow turret and only that. As the heat shells keep bombarding the stern of the ship because cluster aim point, hooray. That's a torpedo launcher gone, I think. Yeah, it is. And I don't think the torpedoes will hit anyway, so who cares? Two out of 3 turrets are still working. They will eventually hit something good. Ha! Overpens. Truly a cram issue. Why does the Bilosite keep running just too far away? Because it's getting both ships DQ points, I think. Yeah, they're both gaining DQ points from it going too far away right now. And I feel like the Z5's turning in to approach it or something? Yeah, it is. So the Z is not gaining any more DQ points right now. Is it turning around? It looks like it is trying to turn around, but way too slowly. And yeah, that might cost it a quiet... That might just cost it a win. There you go, it finally managed to turn around. And is now approaching the Z5 again, which looks like it'll lose... It almost lost another turret. Unfortunate. Poor boat. Did it? Oh yeah. So it kind of chopped a lot of this heat protection off and now has more heat protection to go through before it can bully those poles, I'll call them. So we'll have to see... Oh wait, what's this? Did it manage to... Yeah, it must have managed to just heat through the wood and shoot off a turret cap or something. Those cramps missed for the most part. And one of them just blew out some wood or stone. Oh, now the Z5's gaining DQ points again because the Bilosite V2 turned in faster. It loses another turret, and with that probably also all propulsion, as it usually does. Yeah, it does lose all propulsion now. So no turning back in anymore for the Z5. It'll have to rely on its lead on DQ points. It's 1 point lead. Which I'm not sure it can. No, I don't think it can. Oh, maybe it can. Nope, that's it. Close one though, funnily enough. So yeah, Bilosite V2 is also working just fine. The Cram Tub. Now, I do know this one was never submitted to a tournament. It was supposed to be submitted, but never was. I feel like I haven't looked at the Cram Tub actually in the inspection part. Never mind actually. So, yeah, we'll just have a look at it. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Right, we have a bit of a different approach to the cramped style. It looks a lot different compared to the first few builds we've seen. And immediately hit the Z5 too. It's uncanny how easy it is. Took off a torpedo launcher. Can't have that. Well, I'm sure this is gonna be fine in terms of the rule set. So who cares? It is losing some hit points to that constant barrage of heat shells, but not many. Especially not compared to how much the Z5 took from the initial hit. And we have... Yeah, the cost is fine. Why is it not shooting again? Does it have such a long reload time? Oh, there you go. It is still functional. There goes a turret. Hooray, explosives. And that turret took a hit to the face, and it doesn't care. Why would it? It does bear a lot of cram firepower though, with those 5 crams. Could have been a very good candidate for the tournament, actually. The torpedoes hit but don't do much. Well, they poke some random weak holes, but they can't really break anything. More shells. RIP superstructure. But who needs that, I guess? I mean, it's said to be relatively far away because it's a relatively narrow ship, so at longer range, especially cram shells tend to miss it at longer range, which is why it tries to get to longer range a lot of the time. But it's not the fastest compared to... Oh, actually all 4 props are still working for once. That's rare. Still, I think, yeah, there goes a back turret, and with that probably most of the propulsion too. Only 1 prop died to that? How? Oh, that's magic. I mean, the guns may not have any frag on them, but like, I'm just gonna look in here. That's the turret. The propeller shafts are the turret wall. They should just explode whenever this turret goes. Instead it looks like, yeah, the front cram has been trolled by the heat shells with their last few shots. And I guess now the torpedoes just do a little bit of trolling. Oh, that's actually turret gone. Interestingly. Yeah, the torps just... Did they really just blow off an entire turret from below? Surely not. They did. Praise the torpedoes. Oh, I feel like... I mean, at least 2 props are gone now. You're gonna catch it a bit faster. And it'll torpedo itself in a moment. I see a torpedo laying around on the deck. It still has this back top launcher, but the top launcher is gone in like 20 seconds. It is guaranteed to commit explode unless the torpedoes somehow roll off. Well, where's that going? There you go, that one hit. Are you kidding me? That torpedo just got launched off by your crab shell. You prolonged the battle yourself now. That's certainly a moment. Oh yeah, and it can apparently also still shoot with this front turret somehow. Through some dark magic usage. Torpedo spam for the win. Here they come. I doubt they'll kill you because you're not fast enough, because like 2 of the props are gone. There's no actual way this thing runs away with it now, right? Why are your cramps completely missing now? Oh wait. This has to be because the ship is so low in the water now because of all the damage it sustained. It just completely trolled. What are the holds looking like? I mean, it's not looking too bad just yet. This is a very close one to the turret. And this one too, I guess. But I don't think the tops could kill them in like 1 or 2 hits. So I think you're safe, kind of. And you are catching up still. So there is that. I feel like your ship can't really see it anymore, yeah. It looks like it's just missing because it can't hit anything anymore. It doesn't see a target. It is actually just trolling. AL, don't tempt me to do it. Oh, there you go, another hit. That might have taken out some propulsion. Yeah, it's down to 1 last propeller. Go, my little boat. Torpedo kills. But yeah, there's no way the torpedoes break through your armor in time. I don't think. Yeah, that's the engine. That's probably the last prop gone. It isn't. Somehow it isn't. Alright, I'll take it. Superstructure takes a hit for the torps. Now the radar signature has to be minus 100. Like literally, like... Oh, that's... Ouch. Oh, that's the AI. Hey, look at that. Well, landed sinking, but that's the AI. Why was it taking so long to get an actual good lock-on on the ship, though, if it could actually see it? I know I didn't inspect it, I noticed as well. Don't know why I skipped it. But I'm just from looking at it, it isn't regenerating any health. It's staying within the tournament limits. The cost was fine, I checked that. As was the volume. I mean, maybe, yeah. Looking at it. Where is the detection even? Is it in here? It just got a bad angle, I think. Couldn't detect because the angle wasn't right. There's probably more down here, yeah. Is there a sonar or what does it rely on? Huh, the bad angle. Truly, kiting is still the best strategy, just like it is in World of Warships. Realism for the win. And yeah, last but not least, we gotta test the Flatfish against the Z. Do we test it against the Z? No, I don't think we do. The Z lost to it once. I'm pretty sure I've seen it lose against the Flatfish already. We'll try the newer Z. I mean, I did spawn the airship at sea level this time. Fairness sake. Crap. What do you mean it's not gonna hit anything, Veggie? I find it impressive that it's still flying. And yeah, it is still flying. And it's better at turning, so it just completely and utterly outturns the flatfish, stays behind it and lets it DQ apparently. Well, it's not gonna let it DQ because it's a pretty quick vehicle as well, so it'll just close the distance, but... Oh, here comes a cram. It's looking not bad. Well, this might be the jet though. This might hurt in terms of speed. Yeah, that's... some jet parts gone. That'll cut your speed down quite a bit, I feel like. But yeah, now it's basically just a circle battle. Also, what the hell happened to this gun? Is it just... Oh! No fucking way! Right? There's no way the single fucking 203mm blaster I have down here for nothing but fun sniped one of your guns out. How the fuck did it do that? Well, now it's gonna pound your deck armor. Oh, it's aiming. It's trying to aim at least. That was an unlucky hit from the cram. Didn't do much. So now we wait another 30 or so seconds before it shoots again. Oh, I love how this shitty ass airship is actually doing something for once. For once it's not just dying. Well, that just went through all the deadly poles, I feel like. Is there just a clean hole all the way through the deck or something? Where's the hole? Where's the entry hole? Is it here? Well, either way, it just went straight through somewhere for some reason. It must be somewhere here because of how quick the vehicle moved. Yeah, that's it then. That's just funny at that point. Oh, why is it slowing down so much? And what the hell is the Z doing? Intentional DQing? Question mark? It feels like it's intentionally just giving the flatfish more DQ points for some odd reason. Oh, cram shot. And where did that one go? I actually don't know where that went. Did it go in here? No. The hole's not deep enough. Just kind of went in somewhere and exploded. Funny. Can't wait for it to snipe the other gun with that. Okay. Never mind. I am gonna shut up. How the fuck did it do that? What the actual shit? Well, it doesn't have any weapons to shoot back anymore, so... The meme supreme wins, I guess. There is no way that's actually just happened, though. There is no way. That can't be real. Like, what the fuck? It just must have smuggled a 203mm sap shell in here somewhere and detonated it at just the right moment to chop off a turret cap. What the actual shit? Oh, it passed by. It's gonna just leave now. the prey has been wounded, it can head out. I think I'll look at one more cram shot, and if that cram shot takes out the front turret, I'm actually done for today. If not, I'm also done for today, because that's the last battle for the tests. Yeah, no, that doesn't look like it hit, but it did take out the engine, though. So yeah, this is truly something with how hits can be jinxed by the attorney host, apparently. I have gained the power to alter the reality of my world. Also, wait a minute. Oh, never mind, that's not an autoloader. I was about to say. It was trying to shoot. Oh. That's hitting the back. It's almost getting through those ducts. I mean, to be fair, your AI does have to aim at like a 100 meters per second vehicle drifting around like that. Maybe you'll just get a DQ kill and be left alone out of your suffering. Well, yep, there it goes. Sure enough. So, the funnier vehicle clearly won in this one. And yeah, that's pretty much all, I think. Are there any more vehicles we have to look at for today? We've seen the Z5, we've seen all the other vehicles. I'm very sure the Cram Tub is fine, and all the other battles I will save for tomorrow when we have the actual battle stream. So yeah, that's all for today. Hope to see some people tomorrow too. The video will as always go up on YouTube. And yeah, bonus battle streams will be every second Saturday from now on, and if I do have enough battle suggestions and submissions to look at. Inspections will be on an irregular schedule, basically, just happening whenever I have time for them and whenever I have new submissions in. But yeah, until then, I must say goodbye.